So it happened. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it happened. The Lakers drafted Bronny James. Honestly, man, if I'm a Lakers fan, I'd be kind of annoyed. And the reason I say that is because, yes, you did get a good player in the first round out of Tennessee, the wing. I forget what his name is, but I know he's a decent knockdown shooter. He's an okay player. But my problem with this whole thing is the Lakers have been listening to LeBron James for almost 5 years now, and none of his moves have worked. Ever since they won a championship in 2020, LeBron James, for whatever reason, has been, seems like the GM of the Lakers and not Rob Pelinka, and none of the moves have worked. They fired Frank Vogel after he won them a championship, right? They traded all their fucking bench players to get Russell Westbrook, who fucking sucked for them. Like, when I saw this dude, when I saw Russell Westbrook went to the Lakers, part of me was like, okay, like, he's a volume shooter, like, he's a turnover machine, and that didn't work out. And once they traded for Russell Westbrook, like, they were fucked. Like, that was it. That was the end of the Lakers championship run. Now, fast forward ahead, okay, the Lakers listen to LeBron again. They pick up a fucking podcaster for their head coach in JJ Redick. Now, granted, JJ Redick is a former player, but, like, this dude got the job basically off a fucking podcast interview. Oh, yeah, okay. Like, yeah, okay, it's one thing to be a stat head, okay? Most NBA fans are, who are passionate about it, who do this, like, on fucking YouTube. But nobody even knows if JJ Redick is going to be a good coach. You know what I'm saying? They picked him entirely based on potential. They even said that. Even Brian Windhorst said that. Oh, this is a potential thing. I'm like, bro, are the Lakers even trying to win? Like, they're planning to offer LeBron James like a 3-year, $160 million contract or some crazy max contract like that. Bro, all these moves that I've seen the Lakers make over the past 12 months, okay, to me, say LeBron James is retiring after this year. Because if he's not, if I were a Laker fan, I'd be very fucking irritated right now. Like, if I were a true Laker fan, I'd be pissed. Because Bronny James is not an NBA prospect. They drafted Bronny James at 55. And I'm like, bro, this kid's gonna get fucking torched in the league. Do people not understand that? Like, I know LeBron, it's like his dying wish to play basketball with his son, which is nice. It's commendable. But is that winning you an NBA championship? Rich Paul already scared the fuck out of every other team in the league. Like, okay, well, if you draft Bronny, I'm going to make sure all, any of the guys that are signed to Clutch Sports never sign with your team ever again. It's just like, you didn't even have to worry about somebody drafting him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he wasn't an NBA prospect. Who's going to draft Bronny James? Who? Who was the Dallas Mavericks? The Dallas why you thought LeBron was going to Dallas? You know what I'm saying? It would have been smart for another team to draft Bronny James and just hold the fucking Lakers hostage and force them to trade somebody they don't want to trade to get Bronny over there. That would have really pissed off Lakers fans. I honestly was like, yo, I'm shocked. Like for the Pacers picks, I was like, bro, draft Bronny James and just hold him hostage. Hold him hostage to I'll trade you Bronny James, but I want Austin Reeves. You know what I'm saying? Or I want Anthony. You're not gonna get Anthony Davis, but you know what I'm saying? Like you could have probably held. If I was an opposing GM, fuck Rich Paul. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, fuck you. I'm taking your man, and you're gonna give me what I want for Bronny. Granted, I don't know how much pull Bronny James would have had salary wise, but the thing is, this kid's gonna get fucking torched, and I just think about this as well. The Lakers, they signed JJ Redick as their, who by the way, they claim was their first option, which he clearly fucking wasn't, okay? If Bob Hurley would have said yes, do you think the Lakers are saying no after they offered the amount of money they offered him? No, this whole thing is what LeBron James wants. And listening to LeBron James has not helped you if you're a Laker fan, okay? Ever since 2020, the Lakers have been a play-in basketball team. And instead of actually trying to improve the team, what are we doing? We're having fucking family reunions. You know, the Lakers are having a cookout. They're not even worried about winning a fucking championship. They're just wondering who's showing up to the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got JJ Redick. You know, we got fucking Bronny James. If I'm Anthony Davis, bro, I'm fucking pissed. If I'm Anthony Davis, I'm like, bro, are we here to win or are we here to have a feel-good story? Because honestly, the only person who has, I think, the balls or even the resume to say anything to LeBron James would be Anthony Davis. If I'm Jeannie Buss, I'd be pretty pissed. But who knows? You know, when you're rich, I guess you don't really care about these types of things. But if I were a Lakers fan right now, I'd be like, bro, are we trying to get better or are we trying to have like a family reunion? It just... I get it. The West is a tough conference. LeBron is considering retirement. I do think, however, now that they've drafted Bronny, LeBron will retire next year. I think that's... I kind of feel like that's what we're setting up for. But if I were a Laker fan, I'm like, bro, we're going on year 5. We're going on year 5 of listening to this motherfucker. And it's not working. Maybe you should, like... I don't know. It's just me. But... Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is a free agent. He's not going back to Denver. Maybe pick him up. He's a good role player. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not making any free agency moves. D'Angelo Russell is a free agent. Like, what's the deal with that? Is D'Angelo Russell coming back? You know, like, it amazes me that they continue to listen to LeBron. And every year, at the trade deadline, they got to try to, like, play on the skin of their ass to make a trade to be a play-in team. And then they fucking lose. And like everybody in Lakerland is playing like, oh, it's great. You know, we're in Hollywood. We got LeBron on our team. We got Anthony Davis on our team. We don't fucking win ever. But, you know, like Anthony Davis is legitimately the best player on the Lakers now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what you think about LeBron. Right now, at the current point in time, Anthony Davis is the best player on the Lakers. So why the fuck are they doing what LeBron wants? Like, if I'm Anthony Davis, I think I've earned my right to say something at this point. We've won a championship together. We've been together for 5 years now. You know, like since 2019, 2018. You know, I think I've earned the right to speak my mind at this point. Why is nobody telling this motherfucker that the moves he's making or the moves he's forcing the front office to make are not making the team any better? If I were Austin Reeves, bro, if I were any of those guys, anybody that's not like a rookie, Jared Vanderbilt, I'd be like, bro, I'm trying to win. Okay, yeah, getting paid is nice, but losing fucking sucks. I would like to have the opportunity to win something, and listening to LeGM has not been working. I don't know, man. You know what? If the Lakers want to continue to be a poverty franchise, fine. That's on them. But I'm just saying, man, like if I were the owner of the team and you can't tell me that there's not players in that locker room right now. They're like, bro, like, can we try to win? Can we get a piece? You know what I'm saying? The Knicks are loading up. The Celtics are fucking great. There's trouble going on right now in Phoenix. It seems like Kevin Durant maybe wants his way out of Phoenix, or the Rockets are trying to get him. You know what I'm saying? The Denver Nuggets are trying to put some shit together. The Dallas Mavericks just made the NBA Finals, and they're not anywhere near stacked as some of the other teams in the West. You know, the Clippers are falling apart. The Clippers are fucking finished, bro. Like, I think the Clippers are fucking finished. I think that Paul George is going to pick up his player option and force the team to trade him. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm like, you mean to tell me right now in a Western Conference that is incredibly volatile at the moment, by the way, okay? Like by Saturday, we could be looking at an entire, like, that if Paul George signs with the 76ers for less money or gets traded to the 76ers or what have you. You know what I'm saying? If Paul George goes to a team in the East, there's an argument to be made that the East is better than the West at that point. You know, Milwaukee, okay, New York, Boston, and then Philly. That's 4 teams right there that's packing. At that point, you know, in the West, you got Minnesota, you got OKC, okay? And I'm like, yo, like the West is becoming a little bit weaker. And instead, we're having family reunions and inviting podcasters to be our fucking head coach. It amazes me how nobody ever criticizes LeBron for these moves. You know what I'm saying? Even with Giannis, you know what I'm saying? Like even Giannis hasn't caught any flack for the fucking Adrian Griffin head coaching signing. Like, this is honestly, man, I get that organizations should listen to their players when it comes to head coach or their star players to be like, yo, like, do you think we can win with this? But the Lakers just seem to be like, I don't know, throwing shit at the wall and hoping that it sticks. And I'm sorry, I don't believe a single word out of Rob Pelinka's mouth. I do not believe JJ Redick was their first option. I think JJ Redick was a guy they thought about. It's a guy LeBron wanted, but Rob Pelinka was like, I need somebody with at least some experience, and that's when they went after Dan Hurley. So yes, JJ Redick was maybe LeBron's first option, but Rob Pelinka's first option was Dan Hurley. But instead, because we have to cater to LaCry baby all the fucking time, all right, now, honestly, I would not be shocked if the Lakers don't make the playoffs this upcoming year. I really wouldn't. But if I'm a Laker fan, I'd be like, bro, what the fuck are we doing? If I were a player on the Lakers, bro, right now, I'd be demanding a fucking trade. I'm just gonna call it what it is. I'd be demanding a fucking trade. They are very obviously not trying to win. They are very obviously just mailing it in, okay? Give LeBron his fucking farewell tour and have that be it. And that's fine, but, you know, you're working on year 4 or 5 here of being like a borderline fucking play-in team or not even a playoff team at all, and we're picking a non-NBA prospect because his last name is James. It's just... Man, what it must be like to be a fucking billionaire and like one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But, you know, like I at some point in time, you know what I'm saying? Like every dog has their day, you know what I'm saying? And LeBron, as good as he is, him by himself is not good enough to get you to the playoffs anymore. Who knows? Maybe having Bronny on his team will inspire him to have like a 2012 LeBron resurrecting season. But I kind of doubt it. LeBron doesn't play defense anymore. So... the Lakers as a whole don't even really play defense anymore. It just, you know, and every year it's like they're taking flyers on old guys, hoping that like they can make, you know, turn shit into gold. Oh, Trevor Ariza, fucking Rajon Rondo, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard. Like let's just you know get the fucking band back together and see if we can make something happen. It's just at this point, you know what? You might as well go get D Wade. Go, just tell D-Wade, yo, come out of retirement for a year, bro. Farewell tour. It's farewell tour time. It sucks, man, because to me, the Lakers are one of them, like, and I think to most people, the Lakers are one of the most prestigious franchises in the NBA. And to watch this year over year now at this point, where they're just like, we're just going to make whatever move LeBron wants and continue to fucking lose. I'm just like, bro, at some point in time, you have to stop listening to this motherfucker. And honestly, if like maybe back in the early 2010s, LeBron had a job as a GM, all right? After this shit the past 4 or 5 years, if LeBron even becomes a head coach, I'd be shocked. Like, he's just one of those guys. It's like, I get that he wants what he wants, but a lot of the times, ever since he came to the Lakers, right? All these moves that he wants the team to make are not working out. So... I don't know, man. I never understood that after 2020. I just didn't. I get that, like, Russell Westbrook at the time was a decent player, but giving up all your depth to bring on one ball hog, I was like, all right, like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like, it'll be cool. You know, like, I remember I was like, okay, like, this could be like Showtime Lakers, but that's like if it goes well. And sure enough, it did not, and they're still, to this day, paying the price for it. So, I don't know, man. Tell me what you guys think down below in the comment section below. Like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more on the Fast Break Report. I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.